Hello everybody, it's me, Unfriendly Porcupine, and today I'm reviewing the Mega Construx Call of Duty Arctic Armory, the version where it only comes with one figure, for shame, containing 58 pieces and retailing for $12.99 and probably $13.99. I'm not sure, right about that range. Well anyways, with all that out of the way, let's get this joint unboxed. So nice. And what about from the other side? And there it is, the container itself. Well, would you look at that? That was the official website for Call of Duty Mega Bloks. And now that that website is gone, you can basically consider the whole line dead. Thank you, Mega. Thank you, Mega. Thank you for destroying your best line. Stupid fucks. And voila! And that's how you get the container out the way. See? You use these awesome cool things. Even though they only gave us one figure, I at least like that they changed the color of the container. Oh, it just looks like you dropped it off in the mud pile like, mwah! Looks good. Compare that with this one. Both of them look good. Not as snowy as this. They're both good. And look at that. The instruction is nicely tucked in there. Oh yeah. Oh. Such a shame that the best line had to die like this. And we don't even get another cool military line replacement for it. Nah. That sucks. Anyways, instruction-wise, this is pretty good. Shows you everything you need to build. Okay. So let's get the rest of the sets unboxed. These are of course the ones where you still have to assemble them. Remember those old days? Yep. Here are some things interesting to note about the previous set and this set. You can see, this is the modern set, this is the new set. Basically just changed the container, but you remember, they gave you that awesome rock piece, they gave you that terrain, and they gave you that battle. Here, they decided that, customer don't really need that, so we won't give it to them. Plus, remember that awesome second figure? Well, you also don't get him here. But hey, at least they switched up the weapons. See, that's something nice to know. They at least gave you different weapons. And they still, you see those awesome extra accessories? I'm so glad Mega had the decency not to remove those from the previous one. See, this one also gave you those. So it's very nice that they still decided to give you those back. Oh, and also another thing you might notice, you see he had the black colored camo pants in there, versus here he has that brown color into the camo. It's different. See, in comparison. This one's done with the black, now it's done with the little kind of dirt sand color, which is good. And they also changed the color of the pouch over here. The figure is slightly different, but not by much. See, this is a 2017 set. This is a 2018 set. My, after a whole year, how much value has been lost?
Oh no!
For shame, I'm telling you, I don't know who it was. Who did this? Mattel? Was it you who was telling Mega to not give customers value? Was it inflation who was doing it? Well, they could use that excuse now, but not back then. It wasn't that serious. I don't know why. It's like, I mean, how much is it worth to reduce things, to reduce the value you give your customers? Is that gonna make customers want to buy it more? Stupid business idea, honestly. You give your customers less and charge the same price. Look, I understand, maybe times are hard, but you should have went with the value route instead. You know, I feel like it would have been much better to just fix your distribution problem, and maybe you wouldn't have to remove shit from sets, you know, just saying. It's like they released this set, oh no, customer didn't buy it enough. I know what we gotta do. We gotta remove pieces from this set. Maybe that will make customer buy it more. Like, no, you stupid folks. It wasn't even about this. It was about that horrible distribution. All of your customers can't buy your shit. How do you expect to run a business like that when it's hard to buy your stuff? Ay, ay, ay. And especially when you collab with Mattel, you could have legit had a whole official store. Or let me guess, since this is a collector's item, it has to be hard to find your stuff. But to me, it's just stupid.
Idiots!
2 hours later.
And here is everything fully built up. Now, if you remember from the previous set, where did the terrain go? Remember that awesome little terrain piece with the barrel and the rock? Well, you can kiss that joint goodbye because Mega decided to scrap it. Do you remember where the second figure went from the previous one? Well, you can kiss that figure goodbye because Mega decided to scrap him too. But at least I'm glad they had the decency here to give you all the accessories that you used to get and to at least change the color of the container so you don't have the same set again just with less shit. This set legit feels like they had a conflict within the Mega team themselves. From one side, you have Mega being, please, we must remove things from customers. We're giving them too much value. And then the other side feels like, bro, let's not do that. The value is what customers really like. Was like, we are giving customers way too much value. Let's re-release the same blue container with less stuff, just like how we did with the red container and how we did with the silver container.
Painful, agonizing failure.
And the other side felt like it was just a compromise. They were like, fine, we'll remove the figure, we'll remove the terrain, we'll remove the rock, and we'll remove the barrel with the fire piece. And the other figure.
Can't do it! Not today!
But at the very least, can we at least make it look like a new set? Switch up the color of the container. Switch up the guns that you get at the very least. And Mattel was like, okay, fine, okay. Because if you compare to the other silver container, it was just a darker silver container from the one that they removed the figure. Like, basically the same set. Or how about the red one? Or did they just change the logo up and that's it? And remove the figure, same thing story here. But it legit feels like the other side of Mega was like, no Mattel, this is enough. This is where we draw the line. They have to at least change the color of the container. That's what it legit felt like. Because when you compare this container with this container, imagine if they just did this. You're like, bruh, does customer want to buy that more? Especially since you've already had this set before. Just with less stuff. Like, seriously, ask yourself, is this something you'd want to buy? Or would you at the very least more likely buy it if it came with this, which is what they did. If maybe Mega just explained this a lot more, maybe I wouldn't be so mad. But whatever, I'm a friendly porcupine for a reason, and this is the shit that makes me unfriendly. Anyways, let's talk about the positive. Because believe it or not, this set, this color, this container has actually a lot of positivity. If you can get past the value reduction. Turning this container all around, mwah, I love it. Like, it just, mwah. The Arctic container, the Arctic color was just such a genius move to do. Also, another thing you can see, look at how nice that print came out. Mwah, man, I love it. When you compare with this color right here, see? I also like it that with these two sets right here, you have the same brand company. So you can legit make an arched shipping exports like manufacturing place. If you just buy two of these, wow, they both came from the same company in the Call of Duty verse. And like I said, I don't play Call of Duty like that. I don't know this. Mega could have pulled that out of my ass and I still wouldn't know what brand this was because I don't play Call of Duty like that. Having these two, it makes them both fit in the same universe. Another thing, you can look at this printing pattern in two ways. One, this part right here was actually digged into the soil. And this part right here is just a snow part. Imagine if the original container was actually brown. This could have been just roll placed around. That's the part the snow didn't get to. Or two, this was actually an Arctic color container and the helicopter dropped it off at an angle and thus splashing all the dirt like that. You can view it any other way. I like it how it works in both ways. Also another nice thing, they actually got it on the door piece right here. So you can see that little continuation extends onto the door. I really like that. Here's what the bottom of it looks like. There's nothing there, but you can just see. Just look at that. Yeah, containers are Mega Bloks' Call of Duty, one of their best set ideas. Man.
It's wonderful.
Whoever decided to introduce containers was a fucking genius. I really like it. And that's what the inside of it looks like. Nice. Plus, also excellent camouflage for the rest of the figure. And of course, as you already know, these containers can come apart. just for those new viewers who understand. Whoa, what do they have in here? Wonderful, okay. Oh, and of course for the top, you can just see the difference. They actually had a little snow on top of there, versus here it's just Arctic color. I like them both. And of course, another feature, like you remember from the previous one, you have these little pegs. You can attach them to these walls right over here and attach your weapons. So if you want to have it like be a cool weapon armory, well, there you go. You can now do that. And it works out very nice. This also gives me the chance to actually take it apart and show you how it's done. These. Okay. You see this part, you just have to kind of push it off of that part right there. Do it like this. And there it is. Okay. And opa. Now with this side, they actually decided just to remove this piece and give you a door piece instead. I guess to make it symmetrical. But there it is. That's essentially what you do. They also tell you with this awesome care package. Yes, they actually had to to keep the care package and not take it away. Thank you, Mega. Thank you. You're not gonna get minus points for that. Okay, anyways, they tell you with the container to also place it, the care package right here. Even though it's a tiny one, they still give you a care package. And of course, with the peg pieces over here, they tell you to attach it over here. Big. To have that awesome armory aesthetic, you attach these awesome guns. So glad they gave you different guns to make the set a little bit more valuable. So thank you. And there it is. And that's kind of the awesome aesthetic that you can pull off. Of course, if you want to, you can also attach the third one, but you basically get the idea. From the other side, that's what it looks like. You can have your figure here. I personally really like this idea. And plus, very smart idea for them to still continue the rebuild. Even though we already know what the rebuild would be, it's still nice of them to include it in the instruction. Here's the normal build, and here's the rebuild. Very nice that they put it there. The previous one also had the rebuild as well. And here's the care package we get in this set. A nice simple one with a nice olive color. However, one of the problems with these accessories, since they're very huge, the way you place them in there, you might not be able to close everything up. I mean, you can get that in there, and then that in there, then that in there, but good luck trying to put that in there. Oh, somehow, yeah, the second one might not fit in there. Oh. The knife has to somehow fit in there. Okay, I think we've just reached our limit in terms of, yeah. Oh man, wait, hold on. Not unless you have this piece kind of sticking up like that. Could that work? Yes, Chico. You can actually close it all up. Everything can fit in that care package. I mean, it is jam-packed stuff with this thing having to poke out, but I mean, you can technically achieve it. I am just genuinely surprised. Wow. I think still it would have been better if they gave you a little bit of bigger care package for all these other accessories, but everything still fits in there, so I'm not complaining. I probably bet this is not what Mega was thinking, that you could shove every accessory in there, but I mean, Porcupine has found a way. So there it goes. Onto the figure. And here's the figure that you get in this set. Coming with this nice silver colored AK, and look at that. Unlike the modern Mega, this centerpiece right here is actually speckled. So yeah, they didn't go with the knockoff route. Heck, even this part right here is also speckled. This part right here, I think it'd be in the dark color. Not actually need that speckle so much, but I really appreciate that they went with their strong suit. Plus, that nice silver color. And of course, like you already know, all of these pieces can come apart. You want to make it a full AK, there you go. As for this figure, they basically used the same exact figure. All they did was change the color of this pouch right here, change the color of these pants. Instead of it being the nice black speckle, they decided to go with the dirt color. Here's an idea of what the inner parts of it look like, for those who are curious, which also looks very nice. I'm very glad at the very least they changed the figure somewhat, even if it's just a little. So thank you, Mega, for that department. Though I would have also loved to have the boot mold with this type of dirt color as well. But no, sadly that figure had to get scrapped.
Only one.
Yes, I know, damn it. Nah, whatever. They also decided to attach one of these pouches right here. Now, if you remember from when I was putting away all these care packages, they gave you essentially 2 of these accessories. Now I'm thinking, why would anyone need 2 of these things? I know exactly why. this was meant for the second figure that they took away. What else would they give you to? Yeah, I know, my comrade. Your comrade has fallen, but he still left you a second version of these. So, I guess, enjoy. I mean, it is a rangefinder, right? So maybe you can still find your friend who's been scrapped away. And of course, made in China print on the bottom of the figure stand. Now let's talk about the awesome accessories that you get. Let's start off with the two variants of snowshoes. You get these ones to help you slide better on ice. So yeah, those are very nice. I like them. Just still very glad that Mega decided not to scrap these awesome extra accessories. Like, thank you. And the second version of these snowshoes, which are more of the rock climbing ones, you get these, which are also very nice. Now, you just combine with the little hammers. Porcupine is one stupid fool. These are sickles. Also, not Porcupine, comrade, ay. These are actual pickaxes, you stupid fool. Anyways, so yeah, you can essentially just do that. Do that awesome rock climbing situation. Or you can also play Minecraft with two pickaxes. Alright, let's time to mine for that diamond. Also, of course, these accessories actually have an attachment, so one or two. Attach it. There you go. I like it. Plus also, you give these joint a badass job and you can make some awesome zombie survival weapon. Oh, and of course, if you wanted to stick something through there, like for example, you wanted to do this for some weird reason, incorporate that as part of the shoe, you can. And of course, last but not least, do you remember how the previous figure had a knife that was attached to the leg strap? Well, they still gave you the knife, but at least they gave it to you in a different color. This one comes in a nice silver color. So yeah, at least you still got that knife. So that's the other remnants of the previous figure that would have came in this set. He also would have came with a knife. This looks pretty badass. Yeah, I like it. I like the silver color. Plus another technique you might have not known, if you just twist this, you see, you can make them stab it like that. So if you want to do that awesome, you can do that shit. It's excellent techniques for stop motion. The more you know, the more you know. Anyways, here's of course the more classic AK. Very, very nice. You also get this awesome sniper rifle in the green color. And just in case you might have not noticed, it's also speckled as well. I like that. And of course, last but not least, you get an M16. This one's done in this dark tan brown, kind of more grayish brown color. Not super colorful here, but I mean it works. It's like imagine if brown could be olive. That's what it is essentially. Here's just an interesting thing to note, not a nitpick, not taking any points off. They say 16 accessories here, but we know this AK actually counts as a scope. So yeah, they could have legit finessed the set and said it came with 17 accessories, but they decided not to do that, so I guess good job. Anyways, probably would have helped you sell the set a little bit better. Are you ready to deserve the final judgment you deserve? Everybody, it is final judgment time! Alright, for the aesthetics, I give this set an 8 out of 10. I really respect that they changed the color of the container, not giving you the same repeat of the previous one. There's no lame generic colors for the guns, all of them are also nicely speckled. The accessories look excellent, the figure looks excellent. There's nothing to hate about this, except the only thing that's a little bit on the downside, made in China print on the figure base plate, and of course the no second eye application on the figure's eyes. Something they could have improved if they were going to take value away, just saying. For the playability, I give this set a 9 out of 10. Why is it not a 10 out of 10? Well, very simple. They didn't give you the second figure, which would have boosted it up to a 10 out of 10. However, it's also not a 7 or a 6 out of 10 because they gave you the accessories. All of these extra accessories, they had the decency not to remove them. So thank you, Mega. Also, you had the decency not to remove the care package. Thank you. Unfortunately, also the terrain, the rock, and the barrel, and the fire piece were all removed. So in that sense, yeah, that's why I'm giving the playability here. But however, even though, still, what they give you, there's still a lot of playability to have. For the value, I give this set an 8 out of 10. Even though they have removed so many things, the stuff that they still kept in still give you value. Also, simple for the fact that they changed the color of this container. This container is one of the biggest care packages of them all. If you want to, you can just put all of your accessories in here. And call it a day. So yeah, you can technically consider this one big ass fucking care package. Simply just because of that, I give them an extra point. I be a little bit easier on them. Because it's not that cheap shit where you release the same set again and take shit away.
It's awful. Oh, it's worse than awful. It's terrible.
I don't fuck around with that. I don't like that shit at all. You already seen my reaction with that drone attack set. Oh man, if you wanna see Porcupine mad as fuck, watch that video. It is a friendly Porcupine. It is a friendly Porcupine giving Mega what it fucking deserves for releasing a set that bad. Yes, I'll link it here. Click on the card or maybe in the description. You'll find it. And last but not least, for the build, I give the build an 8 out of 10. It would have been a little bit more of a better build. The tray and raw thing, you know, it would have been actually something else to build just besides the container. Well, the container is basically already built, so there really isn't much of a build. I'm basically judging the build here as the quality control issues, and overall the quality control pretty decent. You have to build up this figure, of course, the way I showed you, but remember, the head mold is still tight. I prefer the ones that came in this set much better, because this set already had the figures fully built. And of course, some of the guns and accessories were just a bit loose. And that brings us to the final score, which I give this set an 8.25 out of 10. It's a B. Well, my comrades, I hope you have enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this set. Of course, be sure to check out Porcupine going bonkers on that drone attack set. You definitely don't want to miss that one. If you haven't seen it already, it's a really I'll put it there towards the end of the video for you to nicely and conveniently click on. Other than that, my comrades, thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of my comrades.
Uh-oh.